You would put the pad on. Takes the gain
Are you
off.
fucking taking notes?
Jesus Christ, Jordan, where have you been all my life? Do you think this is fucking... Man, so one of the days I pressed the 2 buttons at the same time and it made the 2 streams only one. So my
that's
mic
a
was
stereo
picking
link.
up...
That's a stereo link, guy.
Sure, is he trying to get that fucking undone? Jesus.
We not just double tap it again?
But I didn't know I'd done it.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing, but...
Are we rolling?
This is a fucking...
This
This is a
Jordan,
tutorial.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the Big Massive Podcast with me and Niall Cook. And our guest today is singer-songwriter, TikTok sensation, Jordan O'Keefe. I'm tech man, to be honest.
Tutorialist.
It just fixed our...
If it sounds shite now, but don't be telling me.
We had a couple of clips sent out there and the quality was bad from the sound. His fault.
No.
I'll tell you what happened to us. We were doing a gig up in that jail, and what do you call it?
Up in Belfast.
Belfast, the big fucking... They do all the...
Isn't that Geol?
Crumlin.
Aye.
Crumlin, aye, very good.
And the sound was terrible. Hey.
Was it?
The guy that set it up was doing a charity night, and I said to him, "Have you got sound?" And he went, "Oh, don't you worry about sound. We'll get that fucking sorted." And I landed up, man, and they had a karaoke machine more or less. No, then one of them wee light mics.
Aye.
And then when I started...
Speaker with a Bluetooth and all.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
and that place is all metal. So everything just... You didn't hear nothing. So we ended up... The comedians went a cappella because you couldn't. But I remember I was
You do alright with that?
I was meant to MC, right? And I was like... I
could hear you down the street when I was coming on.
I'm going to tell a yarn about that. I was waving up pretending to the people listening that the sound man's working on it. And I was going, it'll be after the break. There's no fucking sound man. I was just waving at the air. Doing all the faces and all out there. And the boys, even the comedians, were all going, is there sound man?
Have you got the EQ and the compression on?
And I was meant to...
Make sure our pads off.
I just said, really, get the boys, just call on the next act. No, you were gigging one time in Derry and the big fort. And...
What fort?
I don't... Who
He calls Everton the fort.
Everton.
Oh, it was Boys Life.
Boys Zone, right?
Boys
Life, you were opening for them.
Aye.
So I remember I was standing around there, I was doing security at it.
Really?
And I was mouthing. I don't know if you remember this.
I think I do.
And I was chatting to Ronan Lafferty and I was chatting with him and you just stuck your head round the corner and went, Stravander?
That's fucking right. It was behind you were behind the thing.
I was walking the boys. My job is to walk you to the stage.
Aye.
Keep people off.
That's it, man. I seen the video of you doing the prod, walking around Stravander. Fucking brilliant.
That's happened. We were on about that traffic warden. He gave me a ticket and I shouted at him, and this is in Donegal town. And I knew it was me before he turned around. Fucking voice.
Aye, but hey, that's a good thing. But senior comedian, that's a fantastic thing.
It stands out
100%.
But then I had comedians come here, right, before they went on. They sat downstairs having pints. And they said it's like sitting in a room full of Ronan boys. Just everybody, fuck up, fuck you.
But see, being a comedian, that's a good thing because see if you don't sound like the way you're meant to talk. If that makes sense.
I know it's like a unique fucking.
That's it has to be. But see if you had a really squeaky voice, it probably wouldn't make sense. Whereas Jimmy Carr has that sort of. He looks like his voice, whereas you look like your voice.
I come around the corner.
What's happening?
Because Gaddis was talking to you about you the last day on the pod. He must have given you an Arctic.
Fucking hell!
That was the impression. He was
Jesus! I was meant to go on. We're up in Lavery's. I told the story, the cracker story you have. So the quick one is: do you know them things?
What?
They're like
nicotine pouches. You put them up in your.
Snoozes.
I
fucking hate them. Man.
Do you smoke?
I used to.
So have you tried them?
I've tried them. I don't like. They burn the gum on me.
Fucking hell! So
it's like sticking a fag to your gum.
He told his mate, "What way was it working?" You just says, "There's a wee place.
There's a wee bit at the top where you put your empties."
All right.
And I says, "Dear man, if you want one, just fucking go."
His mate.
And he went on the empties.
Fucking took
he's chewing on it now, going, "I don't get none of these," and he's already got it.
I'm waiting at the shop to get new ones because there's none left.
So I was in Lavery's last Wednesday night. Me and Geddes were standing watching, and I said to him, "You give up the vapes?" And he was on these bad boys. And I said, "Fucking Cook was on about them. Do you want to try one?" And I'm on 5 minutes. I stuck it. I said, "What do? Do you chew it?" No, you just leave it up there. And it fucking burnt the gums. And then it was like...
But how long did you let it sit? Did you let it sit long enough?
Oh, and the nicotine was going under my mouth. Then
it's dripping on. But do you have a flavoured one?
Manta.
I was at a gig in Manchester, and obviously I don't drink anymore or fucking whatever. And boys with he had a snus, and I thought, fuck, we'll just try one. It was a wee 5 milligram one, wasn't anything serious. But I went on, and that fucking gum was burning to me. But then I just started feeling it dripping on my mouth.
Gives you burps and all.
Then you start getting wired. You're like, what the fuck do you give me, sir?
I didn't like it.
I spat it out straight away, and it was like that old burning in the tongue. Fucking everything wrong.
Not right, hey.
I'm not committed to fags strong enough. If you know what I mean.
I bought ones one night, and there was no. It didn't tell you on the thing how much it was. It told you what milligram it was, but I didn't know if 15 or 20 was strong or what it was. Fuck, I had a whitey, sir.
Really?
You got whitey.
Sick. Like, I was like,
so I was feeling like that.
Lying on the chair.
And then
footballers be taking them.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
But nicotine, well, I'm not going to say it again because everybody was like, fuck up, nicotine's not good for you. But there is people, nicotine's good for your brain.
Joe Rogan reckons a fag before you go on stage.
As nicotine, obviously, if you smoke, it's not right. Sorry.
As your lungs,
but sure, if you were to, is there
ingesting it somewhere?
Is there a bad benefit from that?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
Niall doesn't.
But I'll tell people there's harmless, but
that's a very educational podcast. You know, people just listen in.
I can imagine.
We learned
for 2 minutes. He taught us how to use it.
Did you turn it on? Fuck up.
You're fucking sound.
So he asked me. We wanted to get guests on, and it was always comedians. We wanted to mix it up. So he says, "Go and get me." And I'm dyslexic. He asked me to get a magician. Plan on getting a musician. But
I can't do fucking tricks, dude.
Let's go, Jordan. Can you?
Aye.
Lies.
Let's what you're on Britain's Got
Talent. I'll start drinking again.
So Britain's Got Talent.
Aye.
That was the big one. You got to the final of that.
Aye.
And I was looking at photos of the wee face on you. What age were you?
18, 19.
18.
Hey, it's a blur to me. It feels like a different life, you know.
Because I've sort of followed you a wee bit, and I'm watching you more now. I didn't watch you whenever you're doing I've seen you on Britain's Got Talent and all, but I never followed you in. But you probably sounded like you went in the rip. Sounded like.
Well, no, do you know what happened, right? So, obviously, I had a lot of things happening when I was younger. You know, unresolved problems. And I didn't deal with them right. And when you go on TV, like that life when you're up there, you're so fucking popular. Like everybody wants it.
Before that, how did you just pick up the guitar and where did the music?
Funny. I was we were in Spain, hey, and you know the boys with Chinese boys would say CDs in the holidays. So my dad bought a Stevie Wonder CD of one of them boys, and we had a CD player, and I used to sit in a chair every night, and I would sit singing that one song, "Loving for the City" with Stevie Wonder. But I learned how to sing by just copying. About 7, 8, 9, maybe younger.
He's one of the best vocalists ever.
But what do you hear, right? So I get up in fucking Spain.
Doesn't see too well.
Maybe a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt on, and a fucking pair of glasses, mohawk. Get up and sing Stevie Wonder, and the karaoke man's like, "This boy's not going to fucking be any good." Play the roof up, let's say. My man and dad were like, "What the fuck?"
And then you got a flavour.
I got a flavour for it, but I tell you, I always wanted to be an entertainer. I used to come down in a pair of boxers with lions on them. I know, was it Robbie Williams, rock DJ, and I got up my auntie's face. Nobody gets here, no. Jay right in the front there, and she's going, "Holy!"
I've one lamb in the house.
She's pure horny, so she was. But anyway.
You want them aunties in the house, too?
Oh, Jesus.
So I want them uncles. That was the start.
I don't have one of them.
My uncle, your man,
Jay right in my face.
He did the Golden Globes there, and he did the big flip off the piano.
Benson Boom.
He's fucking brilliant. So
unreal.
He did an audition too, sort of like yourself, where he was America's Got Talent, but then pulled the plug before they thought he was going to win it. And he says, "I don't want to be the one known as the person."
That's a man.
That won. Like I never knew about him until I seen that clip.
See what happens is right. See, when one of them shows, they have you under contract, and what they do is they just fucking milk the fuck out of you.
So once you get to the finals and all, they have full control over you then?
Well, I think it was like a 6-month period where I couldn't really do anything, but that was awful for me because if they weren't going to sign me, nobody else could. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Or nobody else could do anything. But to be honest, when you look back at it, like being a musician, you're a product. You're selling yourself. I always say, like, there's Jordan O'Keefe, the musician, and Jordan O'Keefe, the person.
Aye.
And you have to now I can separate them two, but when I was drinking, I couldn't. Because the ego of Jordan O'Keefe, the musician, and that's what you want to sell. You need to sell yourself, you know. But you need to be songwriting. You need to have so many strings to your bow. Whereas I was just fucking partying. Do you know what I mean?
See, that's what I was going to say. Whenever I do maybe because it's older, but when I finish a gig, I want to do nothing. I want to go to silence or watch a movie or something. But were you back in? You're fucking singing, then you're going to get off and you're going to go partying.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Like,
when you're young.
See, never, even just before I stopped drinking, that was my problem. I was going to the bar, playing, and see if it had been 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock finish, I would have found someone that was drinking, and I wouldn't have stopped 8 or 9 in the morning. And that, like, we were up in Belfast yesterday, up at Keefe Hall, going doing a food review in Jones, just spending family time. Before I'd have been lying, fuck. And I seen him with my McDonald's order. Right, this is what I used to order: Big Mac, but 3 or 4 double cheeseburgers. 2 things of chicken selects, right? I used to put the second chicken selects in the double cheeseburgers, and I used to eat them, sir. And I'm telling you, that's some real fat bastard. And my wife, I don't know how my wife fucking stood me, hey. And I mean, I'd be lying, just fucking.
Well, she couldn't have moved you if she
wanted.
I
got busted.
I remember the wife said to me, "You're going to the gym too much." And I said, "No, I'm not. And the Waynes are young, and you're still leaving the house all the time." She says, "No, I need to go for my health." "No, you're going too much." So I sat down one day, went right up to 20 stone. And I'll show you. She had to say to me one day, "Yeah, you're getting well fat, you know."
I'll show you.
I said, "Where do you think I'm fat?" And she goes, yeah. And then ever since then, she let me go.
And see, when you put on the weight, how did you feel about yourself?
It gets worse,
doesn't it?
Because you start hating yourself. Like even there now, I put on a wee bit of weight, but the thing is, like I was flying, right, and all the things I was doing, ice bathing, you know, just wee sample things, but they were fucking helping. I stopped ice bathing, and you stop being so disciplined. You see, never as it teaches you to be fucking on the point all the time. Then my ma got cancer, and that really fucking helped me. And seeing if you're sober, the only thing to do is fucking for me is eat.
Oh, you need somebody.
Like my granny passed away a couple of weeks ago, and again,
she was close to you.
And you know what? That's the first death I've had since I've been sober. It's really fucking hit me. And
are you coping better, but
no, you're dealing with it better.
Aye.
So before I'd have been burying it with alcohol, and that's you weren't feeling nothing. Like seeing someone died, I would have just stood there and just at the wake and all, just fucking emotionless.
Can we go back to the sort of chronological so we can get the why you're sober, but. We want to hear the juice.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So,
yes,
Britain's Got Talent. You entered. You were just in the house fucking and going to enter it. Did it come today?
Before you say, I've 80 head, Steve. So if this fucking conversation,
because I have a lot of things too I want to add on to. Because just before we want to, did you watch the Boys Own documentary?
No, I didn't. But I've heard much about it. Fun enough, I was doing a gig in the Railway Bar, and it was for a birthday party, and Ronan Keating's sister was on. And she was chatting away to me and telling me the documentary and all.
I was going to ask, could you relate, but you didn't watch it, so fuck that.
So, we know the two boys.
I've seen parts. I've seen parts online about Louis Walsh. Like Louis Walsh is a white man too. I've met him a couple of times. Like,
he looks rough, doesn't he?
I think he was trying to raid me. You know.
Shut up. Sure, he's known for it, doesn't he?
He was buttering me up, and then I put on what I witnessed. He seen me next, and he sort of pied me. I swear to God, that's true. He seen me, and he went, "Oh." And I was like, "Fuck's sake, Louis, come back and raid me, fuck's sake."
You bear nerves, come on!
I'll make you famous, kid.
But hey, how many fucking pins did he get by saying it? I'm going to make you... Like, I think part of that documentary, I've seen clips, there was some young fella that was told 3, agencies are looking you. They've been ringing me about you. And this young fella's on stage thinking, right, I'm going to make it now. You know what I mean? Leave your job, Dad. Let's fucking do this. And then there was nothing about it.
See, that happens a lot. So Britain's Got Talent, there's a boy called Tim Byrne, and Tim Byrne was Simon Cowell's right hand man. He basically took One Direction and put them all over the world.
Right.
And he's sitting with my mum and dad. I'm going to look after Jordan. He was with me throughout the whole thing. See, if I was going for a shite, he was there. Took me for lunch. Took me to rehearsals. Took me fucking everywhere. And after the show, never heard from him once again. Promising me the world. We're going to manage Jordan. We're going to look after him.
You're going to believe him too because you're young.
I just think,
how can you not?
Exactly.
100%. My mum and dad believed him, but the thing was, like, whenever we came back here, like Northern Ireland's such a small place. There's not many people from Northern Ireland that go on them shows. You literally become the most talked about thing, and if they watch the show in Northern Ireland, see if you're in I was walking in London, nobody knew who I was, nobody gave a fuck who I was. But see here, everywhere I went, it was like I remember
sort of like Owen Quigg thing. Used to have similar fucking.
I'd say Owen was probably a bigger scale than what I was because he was at the very start of X Factor, and.
He came top of the charts every week right up until the final.
Owen was at a different level. Britain's Got Talent, he wouldn't have been as
well known
as the X Factor. But everyone would always say to me, "Oh, your boy was on the X Factor," because nobody ever gets Britain's Got Talent. I remember I got
because you're singing too.
You're a man that was on what do you call it? Pop Idol, was it? Was it Pop Idol? Fuck, I was about 6 when fucking Pop Idol was going.
We should have been on Pop Idol.
Who was the judges in Britain's Got Talent when you were?
Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, David Williams, and Alicia Dixon. David Williams was a legend.
Was
he was some crack. Me and him would have chatted a lot. Ant and Dick, I used to be in their dressing room all the time because Dick's one of their cousins. Dick's actually Irish. His family's from here.
I think both of them are. They did some sort of.
Were you Dick drinking at the time?
Or the Strabane version?
I used to go for smoke breaks, so that was another thing too. I think they seen me smoking, and maybe my drinking wasn't bad then. But I'll tell you,
you wouldn't have turned down a wee pint.
Well, the team behind the scenes asked me. They were in the Hilton Hotel, and we had a Holiday Inn in Wembley. So all the acts were in the Holiday Inn, and all the staff were in the Hilton. I think it should have been the other way around, to be honest. But no, they were asking me to come to Hilton for drinks because I was there for a week beforehand. So
and you're 18.
I'm 18, right? And the thing is, I'm in London on my own. Like, you're 18, who gives a fuck? But I was going to drink with them in the Hilton, and the boys were saying to me, you have to be careful. And one of the producers came in one night, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm going to get killed here. But she was one of the managers of a band, and then they were like, she can't say nothing because if she says something about you, then she's going to get caught. So, but I would say they were all going back. And seeing you're 18, you're naive. You just think, of
course.
And there was a band on there, and they got signed afterwards. They were called Illuminates. And they were in the gym every day, eating clean. I was eating Domino's pizzas and fucking sitting up to 2 a.m. watching WWE. The Rock's back, yes. Right.
You're in a constant buzz at that age too when you're doing something that everybody else is at the training centre. You know what I mean?
You're coming from here. There's
exactly.
You're not brought up. Whereas them people from London, the band, they were probably brought up, put into this, and trained how to do it. They also had a manager looking after them, whereas I had nothing. And look, see the way
whereabouts in there are you from?
I live outside in Drumahoe.
Right.
I grew up in Drumahoe, to be honest.
Working class too, like.
I grew up in Drumahoe as a prod, like, and I ran about with Catholics my whole life, like. So I've sort of
I
had.
didn't know you were proud. Hey, fuck.
I'm a prod.
Is your real name Jordan Keefe?
Jordan. You know what's funny? I used to play gigs for a crowd up in Belfast, and they booked me for their events. And there was this baldy boy standing one day, and I was trying to chat to him. And every time I spoke to him, he never took me on. He says, I'm going to be honest with you. He says, I don't fucking like you, I says, why? He says, because you're a fucking fiending bastard. I saes, I'm a prod, you man. And he goes, your name's O'Keefe, what do you mean? I says, I'm from Drumahoe. And he went, oh, fuck, are you? I don't mean,
Fine.
You know what I mean?
Punks.
But hey, it's... I grew up in a
changed
prod. My ma's from Siam Mills. My dad's grew up...
Is your ma a Siam woman?
My ma's a Siam woman.
And do you go to church?
I went to church when I was younger, but I go now to a Christian church.
So it's not a Protestant thing. It's
not a Protestant thing.
So we're just called Catholics and Protestants just to fucking label us. You don't even. You're not.
See, the thing is,
I don't know religion. That. So you don't. Would you not tell people now that even though you're like a Catholic, Christian, all that, you're not?
No.
Do you tell people that? I have no religion.
No. Aye.
Right.
Whatever.
But see, to be honest, like to me, like I had friends on both sides that had things happen to their families, but nothing ever happened to me. And I was actually thinking this on the way up. My ma was actually meant to be working on the woman one night, and she got told to go home early, and that bar was blew up. So my life could have been completely different. Well, actually, I would never have been born. Actually, that's fucking. I would never have been born. You know what I mean?
I have a mate too. She married a dude from England. Sound as fuck, and the dude knew my background, my family's background, IRA and all that. Correct, not mine's, but my family. You know what I mean? But his brother blew up outside Derry. You know what I mean? And he was able to go listen and understand. He understands what way it went on, and we were. So it wasn't. I was like, I was going fair fucking play to you, like, because some people would just be better. I'm not going near.
Well, see, the way I see it is, people have both sides of beliefs. I don't. I just, hey, whatever's happened. Nothing's ever happened to me. So I can't turn around and say, fuck you, blah. I just say, look, if you've your beliefs, that's grand. You believe in it, and that's for me. But
do you have strong faith there?
And God. I grew up with it, and I sort of always believed that I had something there. But see, whenever I got sober, there's a mad story. I'm not going to get into it on here. It's to do with me and my wife and everything that happened. And we'd split up, and the way it happened, it was like, fucking hell, I need to go and see someone here. I need something. And I actually went to church, like an old church that I grew up in. And I walked on here, and I was the youngest man there, about 50 years. It wasn't for me, and they were sitting and very just blah, blah. I says, nah, and I left, and I says, I'll go again, but I don't think it's for me. And a girl messaged me, who was a bit of a wild woman too when she was younger, sober now, texts me, she says, you should come to Hill's Church. Nobody knew I went to church that day, but she texted me that day, you should come to Hill's Church. That's and nice. I went the next week, and isn't it? I went the next week, and I walked on, and everyone was just so nice. The thing is, right, the way I look at it is you don't have to believe, like for you don't believe in God, but as long as you believe in something.
You're more, would you be like spiritual? I'm spiritual, I think there's something going on, but I don't set myself down to the Catholic Church or the, do you know what I mean?
Do you believe in gratitude and all that?
Aye.
Well, this last while I've been fucking as negative as anything, and everything's going wrong. Everything's been going wrong this last 4 weeks.
Maybe that's wrong with your whole life.
The book, The Secret.
That's wrong with your life.
But
Do you know I was doing a session the last day with young people, 26 of them, and I said, draw a man, and I want you to draw what it is to have good mental health and well-being, and they drew me.
Is he a comedian or what the fuck's going on?
And the wee things going out there, all the good
Don't be
things.
man, take us to this show.
Right, so 18, England, you were partying, watching wrestling, staying up, not getting good sleep like the older people, and then, like, you got to the final.
Got the final, so it was actually I sang Little Things, and they didn't want me to sing, or I didn't want to sing Little Things. I wanted to sing an Ed Sheeran song.
Little Things is One Direction.
Aye, but they were right because I was going to gain all their fans.
Aye,
does that make sense? You know what I mean? So, and I'm telling
the popular
they were
piggyback.
Oh, they were crazy, man. I had a girl bake me a cake. We went on tour afterwards, and the girl baked me a cake and put hair in the middle of it. I want to put a U inside of me and all.
Oh, the
I
curling
would have
page.
tweeted, I'm going to. I'd have tweeted, I'm going to River Inn today to get some clothes, and I'd have been outside, and they'd been standing with bags of clothes for you. It was mad.
Shut up.
Aye, it was nuts.
And that's you just sort of on the peripherals of getting the big shot and being big, do you know what I mean?
Imagine I'm going to get some clothes in Bernardo's, and all the people standing outside Bernardo's.
Hand me a bun liner. Here. I'll rub it open in the bottom. What's that?
They're free anyway.
Welly. Will you take one, Welly? So then, when did so isn't it true that if you do get to the final, then you tour?
No, that's only for X Factor.
Right.
What happened was somebody had, this is how fucking...
Who won? Britain's Got Talent, were you?
It was Attraction, they were called, so never mind, they had like a screen and the shadow dance behind it. But it was mad, they were from like Lithuania, but they were being so fucking, patriotic to the British and all. Doing
they were like an old...
Took an E.
But this is the thing with the show, that's where it lacks its, credibility. Do you know what I mean?
Did you see them behind, or did they just press play? It's like them DJs that go and do a night.
They couldn't even. No, they were definitely great now, but they didn't even fucking speak English. I was sitting at the toilet chair, man, the final night, and we were standing, pushing at the urinal, and I was going, "These are great." And I says, "You're fucking shite, they're these," and he's going, "I don't have a fucking clue what I was saying." You know what I mean?
It could be our accent too.
Well, they all thought I was Swedish when I went over there. Where are you from? I'm sitting going, "I started my day."
I'm glad you had to specify that when you were both in the toilet, you were pushing.
Well, I actually asked them for a wee handover, and that's why I called them shite.
Over in America, ones were saying to me, "It's unreal, I'm listening to you guys, and just fluent Gaelic you're speaking." It's just Strabane accent. What the fuck's the They thought we were fucking fluent and everything.
No, so I attract some what, and
Never heard from him again.
never really seen. Well, I've seen a few people afterwards and whatever, but no, I had got contacted to go on tour. So there's a boy called Jonathan Shalt. He looks after everybody that comes off, and Ed Sheeran actually warned me about him. He says, "Don't be going near him, he'll shaft you."
Did you meet Ed Sheeran?
Me and Ed were quite close afterwards.
Fuck
he really took a liking to me. It was lovely because
He loves the Irish, doesn't he?
loves the Irish, but it seemed like I loved him. Like, see, at that time I fucking idolised him, and he came on the final day. They didn't tell me that he was going to be there in the final until I got through to the final. And
Was that the first time you met him?
the first time I ever met? I spent all day with him. Me and him sang a song, put it on YouTube and all.
Shut up.
Oh, we were talking for afterwards. I met him afterwards as well and all. He was just a really genuine fella. And he says to me, "Look, watch out for a man." He says, "He's fucking crafty." But he got me on a tour, and it was good to go around. I got paid for it too. It was going around the whole England. I played in a place called the Birmingham Symphony Hall.
Right.
Googled, it's fucking unbelievable. You walk out
What's
the
it
stage,
hold?
and I don't know, but it
thousands.
It goes up like this,
Class.
and it's all beside. It's amazing. And that's whenever I was turning anything, and everyone was. It was just everywhere you went, it was madness.
And how did it all stop? You just came back.
Well, I fucking missed my first flight over to. What do you? I was out. This is how fucking bad I was. I was out the night before. I was in sugar every night of the week because I just loved the attention. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I would too.
And see, from having the problems that I had gone up, like I was never really popular
because you wanted to get reaffirmed all the time. Tell me.
Exactly. Even still now, like I go to council, and funny enough, I texted them the other day, and I was mixing something in the studio. I have a recording studio at the house, and I was mixing a band's track. And it just popped in my head. I just want to feel loved. And I was like, why am I telling myself that? And I text him straight away, and I was like, we need to touch on that there. And that's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Why do I feel like I want to be loved all the time? And that's from obviously what's happened when I was younger. But it's then whenever I wanted to go out then. You know, all nights out and you want to hear the attention, but I was also getting shite.
It's human nature.
100%, but soon you get the shite, you don't focus on the fucking good stuff. Hey, that fucking bastard there called me this and that, and it eats you up for days, and you're sitting going, fuck. And luckily now I can deal with it better, but back then I couldn't, so I ended up getting fucking hammered. Missed my flight for this massive tour that I'm going on. My brother had to come lift me, or I had to get another flight. He had to come lift me from Liverpool, drive me around the Wales. Now he was in the session the night before. I'm in his friends are sitting in the car 7 a.m. to get me down to Wales. They stayed at the gig. I think the two of them were fucked high, but I didn't have my head screwed on. But you know what?
How could you?
100%. But you know, see right now, like I'm starting, as you say, they're TikTok sensation. I'm not a TikTok sensation, but I've only really been at it 50 days, I've 40 days. I haven't been at it long enough.
Do you try to get on every day? Do you try and put content?
Well, the thing was, I was putting up singing videos, and this is why I'm more on it and doing food reviews. Funny enough, I watched John Cena, right? And he talks about how in wrestling he had this character that he was playing. Nobody connected them. But see, whenever he bared himself, people loved him for him being himself.
Vulnerabilities, man.
Well, the thing relatable. So now whenever we come on, I'm not just throwing up a singing video once every 3 days, because nobody gives a fuck.
No.
But see, whenever they see you munching a burger, they feel like they can connect with you, because they probably eat this. No, that sounds stupid.
We can go to Joe's. There's a boy, Mashtag, or whatever you call him, and he's... do you know him?
100%.
He says 6 o'clock every... You want to see him snotter coming out of his nose, eating a burger and throwing it on the ground.
He tries to do a one bite where he puts the full thing in his mouth and tries to just swallow it. That's not for me. No. But people
it's not for me either, but he's got millions of followers and he's rich. He turned down.
But see, the thing is now, you don't see him doing all that stupid stuff anymore. Because now he's out travelling the world.
He gets to travel everywhere. But he's got some balls. He was on a boat with fucking pirates. And it was letting on the water. This could be the end of me, boys. Fucking what?
There's a more boat from the boys are all fucking skipping the water.
Like an old fucking lunchbox.
I swear to God, it was about a ton.
And then there was another one, boy chased him with a knife, him running away. He's getting involved with fucking fighting on, so he's definitely a nutcase. And
that's the thing, it's you have to bury yourself. And see now, being after learning everything I've learnt, like I know I'm not trying to say that I'm anything special, but see, in 40 days again, I went from like 7,000 followers to 21,000 in them 40 days. But that's because I've learnt over the years what works, what doesn't, and I'm still trying stuff.
Show us.
We
can't be bored.
But that's what it is. I think, you know what I think what's wrong with us? We spread ourselves thin doing too much. Podcast, stand up, fucking shows,
work,
videos, clips, work.
And it's difficult, but see also too, like I'll get burnout. Like,
do you record yourself? Do you have to set yourself up then? Record? It's not like we have the money to somebody follow you around with a camera.
I did a video of me cleaning the house, right? I was all fucking, I'll do a video cleaning the house for a bit of crack. Took me fucking all day, and it was because I was setting it up and doing this and doing that. But see, whenever I started cleaning, then I started finding things in the house. I was like, fuck, I need to clean that. I can't let that fucking sit. Turning in every 9 hours.
But did it do anything?
Fucking 100,000 views, 7,000 likes.
Right.
Do you know, it's
you
just...
need to get cleaning.
But it's
my house.
Just wee things. Just trying them and seeing if they work. Now, I bet you the next time I probably do something like that, I'll probably not get the same amount of likes. But it's what it is. It's about... Like, see, somebody might see me singing and go, alright, let's go on. But they might watch make that cleaning video and go, fuck, he seems a bit of a fucking character. And the next time they see me sing, going, fuck, he's sweet. Or they might see me singing and go, nah, it's not for me, and unfollow me. But as long as you're gaining as many followers.
Is it Gareth Noon?
Aye.
He's the funniest boy on TikTok, but he's got 2 pages, music and comedy.
He's an unreal singer.
And now he's in the Late Late Show.
But do you know why he has a singing page and a music page, or a normal page?
More different money, revenues?
No, if you do a music page, you can't get paid by TikTok.
Can you not?
No, because you're unoriginal content. I applied for the Creator Fund, unoriginal content.
Because you're singing other people's songs.
So that's why you have to cut out another 60 days. But I'm not.
It seems to be the shit singers that go live. Get the biggest traction. You know the boys have millions of followers and they're just like getting up and they don't know the words and they're reading it now.
But that's the other thing too. You know, it's funny sometimes for people. People will love people that's prime like themselves more.
We love the underdog, don't we? Everybody loves the underdog if you're fucking up there and you're loving it. Then we love people that are fucking annoying. You know what I mean? People tune in to get
after a while, you know, there has to be more substance there. Do you know what I mean? There has to be something there that whenever one thing isn't carrying it, someone else has to pick it up.
Aye.
And that's why, don't get me wrong, like there's time we do food reviews and people are slagging me. Like, I had one time where I ate before my wife was, I should go first, and I ate it. See the shit that I got? oh, you're a fucking, and the toys weren't feeding the weans in the back of the car, and you're sitting going, like, but that's their problem. It's not me. Like, how can you sit and watch a video and go, I'm not going to feed me wean in the back of the fucking car? It's just
you can do anything, and somebody will hit you.
100%. But see, man, see a singing video.
Somebody with tumbleweeds under one of the videos I put up, and I laugh at it now. Like,
but you didn't before. See, like Mr. Banter, he would have got thousands of everybody. That's good crack. But one guy would have went, not funny.
Well, that's
and he would have sitting in the office looking at it, up and down.
No. But that, to be honest, now that does take time because don't get me wrong.
See, if you're doing a gig, most comedians, you could have everybody laughing. The one cunt that's not, that's all you see.
You know what I mean? It's learning that, like. See, even now, I'll still, as I say, that people will be on slagging me. It'll annoy me for a wee while, whereas before it would have ruined my week. I'd have been sitting fixating on it. Whereas, like, for example, I had a football thing the other day, and boys are slagging me, blah, blah. That, I'm determined now to go back and do a video to be better. Right. But it doesn't eat me up.
But the people that are giving you stick are people...
It's just a shooting challenge. It's boys that I work with, and they have like a football rebounder net. But I played football the night before, and when your body's fucked, I went up, and I wasn't good enough, like... And boys are like, your man's a better striker, and he's fucking awful. I hope he watches this too, but he's fucking shite. And then I'm hitting the ball, and he's been doing this thing on and on for weeks, so he knows how to flick it off the rebounder and get a proper shot. This is my first day in it.
Was this like
I know I'm a better footballer than him.
The soccer end type thing where you bounce it off and then you hit it in the volley?
And he was hitting it on the first bounce, whereas I was letting it sort of bobble, and then hit it, and it was all along the ground each time. But
I boxed a comedian. I should have punched his face in, and people hated me for it.
Why?
Because I didn't batter him.
I watched that. Who's he fighting?
Paddy McDonald.
No, you probably watched the latest one, or made sure to that one then. The second fight.
No, I think it was the first one.
I was just fucking messing about. The abuse. He was first. We did a podcast after. We had to delete the only podcast we ever had. We had
the whole town hated him. I hated him.
Everybody hated me.
Why?
Because I didn't fucking wheel ahead of him. And I was looking
I did a charity boxing with Mark Durkin. Do you know Mark Durkin?
It looks like my mate from Harvey.
Right? So he does. He's a spot for Fulton Harvey.
Fucking Mark Durkin.
The lamb film too.
What do you hear this, right? I'm up, and boy goes to me, "Hi, would you promote our charity boxing fight for us?" And I says, "I'll fucking do you one better. I'll fight at it." He's all right then, no bother. He says, "You're fighting Mark Durkin." I on Google and typed in Mark Durkin, and the fucking old boy popped up with a grey hair. I says, "Fucking happy days." He says, I land on that night. He fucking Durkin lands on fucking Slender Man with a fucking
he must be about 6 foot 5.
He goes to me, "Don't worry about it. We'll take it easy, right? I'm out smoking a fag with him." He says, "Don't be hitting me in the stomach at a guabo that day." He came on the first punch, he banged me straight in the nose.
That's the way it always goes.
Your man Harvard, a fucking Home Alone.
Every single time, and I always tell people don't, because when that bell goes, the caveman comes out.
It was the same they have on McCartney and Bartlett, so we'll take it easy.
Bartlett wheeled the head. And I loved him so much.
No, never again. I will ever doing that.
So see, whenever you were on the singing, and when did the boozing and the partying get? Because you were saying
it sort of came on out, you know. When I was about 16, 17, I took my first drug. Like, I was running around with other people, and they were like, "Oh, this will be the first night you ever took it." But it was actually coke, right? And then the coke did nothing for me, so I went on Monkey Madness, and that there fucking set me. I was fucking playing a guitar in a house, I guess. Here,
meow sort of job.
I was playing "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston at 120 BPM. Fucking, I was going for it. And after a while, then I got hooked on that, and then it sort of died off. I remember
because it doesn't do they sell it anymore. Even it doesn't seem to be an issue drug anymore. When I was working 10 years ago, it would have been massive for all our young people. Like,
and it was cheap. I know you got loads yet for what it was, but
online and all, it's easy.
Dragon stuff too.
It was all the same stuff, bath salts and all they were calling it. No,
I don't really. I just remember it being fucking mental. You know, and there was a smell of it.
Oh,
you'd be lying the next day and it'd be seeping into your pores and all. But no, that there happened, and then I remember like having parties with my friends, and like they were the same age as me, and I was saying, "No, I can't drink a night if I don't get it." And all. And there was girls coming around the house and all, and they were sort of looking at me, going, "What the fuck's going on with him?" I was away with it, but it stopped, and then obviously it went on TV, and I mean, drinking was fine. It always sort of came in waves. But then after TV, I was out drinking, and the reason I was out drinking was because of the attention and the crack. And then
when it's addictive as well.
100%. And it was dying off. And to be honest, there was one night we went out, and there was a girl coming. A friend of mine brought a girl around the house, really, really good looking girl. And I was thinking, I'll be on here at all. Fucking better me wired. And what I did, I had a flat, right? And living room would have been half the size on here. Actually, a quarter of the size on here. I got my speakers, set them up, right? The pedal out, microphone. I started fucking Ed Sheeran on the front room. And she sat looking at me going, holy fuck, what's going on?
I was like, me, hold on, getting the mic and stand. Okay.
She was there.
Any students in?
She was there 10 minutes, fucked off.
You stayed for another 3 hours because you're wired playing yourself?
No, it gets worse. I was an idea and I tried to fucking...
No way.
It was...
Because of...
I went and found Paracetamol, a Paracetamol 1000, just fucked.
Was this while you were under the influence?
Oh, aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Instead of texting my mum and dad and all, and on my brother, and just says, I'm
what
done.
age were you then?
That was the same year.
Of...
Britain's Got Talent. No, it might have been the year after. Actually. No, it wasn't. It was definitely that year. Because one of the friends I met in Belfast, he went to uni down in Derry. And that's what happened. They were out in the uni night and we all came back to flat. But hey, it was just... And then at that stage then, my mum and dad were like, right, you have to move home.
Do you think, right, see whenever you're in a big room, like you're on about that one with the big walls of people and you're on cameras around and people outside shops giving you clothes and all. So you're just used to that level of fucking, this is unbelievable. Yeah. And then normal is fucking...
Aye.
Now you got yourself balanced now, but back then it was just from that day.
Aye. See, now I think I'll be alright with it. I definitely be alright because I can still go out. I still could have went out and gig, but as you say, there's a buzz. Whenever I come home, like my wife will be, well, sticks on the TV, but I'm sitting like that. Because I can't concentrate on that. It might be an ADHD thing, I don't know.
But I must have it then too.
But at best, especially if you're
your brain just can't switch. No, you can't. I can't focus.
But are you able to context that time as, like, we were talking now about getting older and being 45 and, like, man, I wouldn't want to be 18, 19 again.
No.
Because you're so stupid.
100%.
You don't think you are.
100%.
When I was your age, so it was the same as when I was your age. I was in jail in America. You know what I mean?
Were you?
Same age. Do you know what I mean? So I was the same fucking shit. You haven't a clue fighting.
Were you?
In America, so I left Strabane where there was no police.
What there? I seen the story about you, the boy in the van. Is that you, isn't it?
What one?
What do you call it? What do you call it? What you work for?
Butler.
That Butler story is brilliant.
Butler ones love that.
Aye.
But I was the same. I carried my behaviour from here. It was put out like for paramilitaries and for fighting and all. And I blamed everybody here, cunts. But then brought that attitude to America, and in America, zero tolerance. 100%. You can't even walk the streets drunk. You know what I mean? You can't. So didn't take long.
Fuck, I'd have been beat.
I have a cousin who works in Dubai. Says you can't go even now.
100%.
You wouldn't be able to go, she says, because
no, I wouldn't fancy Dubai either.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I would love to go to Dubai now, but definitely if I was drinking, I'd have been looking for bags everywhere.
So when did you stop, or what made you? Did you try a few times?
Got my job broke.
Right.
I tried a couple of times. So the way it worked for me was, I knew I needed to stop, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't able to give it up. Like at times I'd be lying a bit crying to bed to my wife, like, and she'd be like, Jordan, you need to go to rehab and get help. And I was going, but I can't go to rehab because if I go to rehab and it's just I'm going to lose everything. I thought stopping drinking was going to be the end of my life.
Why was that? I used to think that too. Did you stop the crack, the personality?
You just think you're going to lose everything. Whereas, like,
it's the opposite.
What's the complete opposite?
You
gain everything again.
I
see trying to get that through to people that drink, because a lot of people message me and the thing that I always get is, how can I help such and such, or how can I stop it? I'm like, it has to come from within you. When I got my job broke, it scared me so much. They go, right.
So you were a night out drinking mess.
This is a Wednesday night, right? I was going to Edinburgh the next day. I was singing at a wedding on a Friday, right? I went down to the bar on a Wednesday, and I was drinking with a so-called friend and I.
So was this the time would you needed a drink every day? This stage?
No, it would have been every couple of days, but I would have seen I started drinking. Like the last time I drank before that was Sunday, but I started on Sunday at 8 o'clock at night and finished at 9 o'clock on Monday morning.
Aye.
So Monday I'd fucked all day. Tuesday started coming around, then Wednesday was back at it again.
Yeah.
So I've had a big session.
Vicious cycle.
100%. And there was drugs at every session. Mm-hmm. It got this stage it was drugs all the time. And
you can't go out the door.
And it wasn't your £40. It was your £100. Like as fucking
pure.
Strong as you can get. 100%. And no, we were having a bit of a background session, which I thought was banter. Maybe when you look back on it, maybe I probably shouldn't have fucking went on the way I went on.
You can't see the social cues when you're wired.
But he dirty Joe me in a way. I came back on. Basically what happened was we fell out, and I was just saying to him, like, fuck, sure, we're sorted out outside. And I said, sort out outside, me, fucking why you going on like that for? I said, you're fucking, just things he was doing, and I didn't like it. And they were drinking all day, and I just came on that night, and everybody else was on another level, and I was just like, fucking, chill out, fuck.
That's tight.
So I went outside for a smoke, and I didn't have a lighter, and I came on and I asked someone for a lighter, and as I turned around, he just fucking banged me. So as I was turning around, he just caught me, and I didn't even have time to sort of clinch up.
You didn't even prepare.
And he hit me, and the jaw just shattered in the first slap. Now, he went at me for a couple of months afterwards, and that was the only slap he got. He was trying to kill me, like he was, I'm going to fucking kill you. And that was the only slap he got on me, and he broke my jaw.
And were you able to defend yourself, or were you out?
I wasn't. He knocked me down, and I got up, but when you're in shock, I was like, what the fuck? I never expect him to hit me. Never in a million years did I think he would have hit me. And I got up, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? I pushed him down twice. But the other thing too is like there was one person in the bar at night that came over and pulled him off me, and I was a real friend. There was two other boys there that were meant to be my friends, and they just stood watching, drinking their pints. And actually, apparently, it was one of the boys that was there too, was actually telling him to hit me. So
you find out, don't you? There's a lot of jealousy that comes along with people, like. People will be jealous fuck you now because you're straightened everything out and you have a lovely family.
See, I don't give a fuck.
That's the best way, and that's how you make. We went through a while pile of this shit where we talk about as soon as you drop the worry about what other people think about you, that's it. That affects them more because it's all about them. It's never.
But there's always rip people. There's always rip friends.
But we're on about the drinking too and the vicious cycle. We complain if we do it sporadically. Like how much our week was ruined because it's having a drink on a Sunday.
The fact of getting older too, your body's not going to recover.
We know what.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But even when I was hitting my 30s, like it was getting ridiculous, and that was the thing too. It was just. But anyway, so I got the jaw broke, and it scared me that much because there was other things that I was getting involved in outside of it, and my head was going, I'll do this and I'll do that. Like some stupid, serious stuff, and I was going down a really bad path. Do you know what I mean?
Were you married at this stage?
Oh, jeez. See my wedding night. I had out partying my wedding night. Left her in the room. Went partying the next day. She said, I'm going up to the hotel. I said, going up to the hotel. I'm going down all
I did the same.
I was the day after it.
My wedding night, I had about 8 boys in the lift going up to the fucking...
Hey, you know what I mean?
Actually,
are they in my room?
Actually, Arlo went mental and said, what are you doing? And they all left and Rose stayed. He thought he was getting on. It was up to the fucking, what he called it.
You said Rose was saying, I think fuck them boys.
The bridal suite. It was like he was staying. No, I'm one of the boys.
But did your missus drink me or did she go to your bed?
No, she would drink with me. But
I would see, no, my missus was lying and sleeping.
She wouldn't have a drink with me.
My Lena's not really like that. She doesn't really like...
Different culture.
She'd be sleeping. She'd be going to bed, whereas I'd be fucking, right, where am I going? And who am I partying me? And
so your broken jaw woke up depressed?
Depressed? Fuck.
You get
broken jaw, woke up depressed. I'll tell you now, that was the least of me fucking worries.
Did you leave the jaw wired? No.
What do you hear? It's frustrating.
Couldn't sing.
I woke up and the gravity here. Dave saw my nose. I keep feeling like I've a snot up my nose now.
That's there on. That was the
whole
man.
No, you can feel like you're so hungry. I don't want to be sitting in. Like fucking greener.
It's back on the coke, folks.
As white as fucking Christmas. That's it, man. The boy used to say to me all the time, you pick your nose, he'd say, fuck me, look at the fucking white that thing is there. Anyway, so no, I woke up the next morning, and the fucking...
Did you go home?
I went to the hospital first, and Charlotte McGelvin A&E's fucking, it's madness. And I thought he'd knocked my tooth out of place because my wisdom tooth was away up here. But what happened was the jaw actually snapped. So this part of the jaw was up and this part of the jaw was down. So I went to sleep at night, paracetamol, the whole lot. I'll tell you what I was doing. I was actually drinking raw vodka and swirling it around my mouth to kill the infection. Woke up the next morning and lifted my head off the pillow, and the gravity then pulling it down. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? So I had my mum and dad were coming with me to Edinburgh. They were going to stop off at their friend's house in Scotland. I was going to drive on down to this wedding. So I get over there, and my man and dad come up to me and he says, what the fuck? I said, I think I have an abscess on the side of my mouth. I don't want to tell him, because if I told him, I would have probably ruined the whole fucking trip, even though it was going to be ruined anyway. But when you're drinking, you're not thinking about, you're just thinking about how to just protect myself. So we get in the car, and we drive and make our way over to Edinburgh. And I remember...
You're going on the gig with a broken jaw?
I went over to Scotland, sir. I got on the ferry, right? I got on the ferry, my jaw sitting. I was putting ice on, and it was going down, and it was coming back up, it was going down. And I remember we stopped off in Scotland, and they stopped off at this chip, and they get into the car. Fucking smell this. That's the fucking best chippy I've ever had, and I'm sitting in the front seat. You bastard.
You can't chew.
I went, they had a chip, and nearly all the pain. So I was in these protein drinks. Anyway, got to Scotland, left my man off at this house, and I drove on to the hotel I was staying at to do the gig. I got up the next morning, hey, and the fucking face out there, icing it. And I came down, and people were looking at me going, no, I look like fucking the Elephant Man, but I sang at the wedding like Mike Tyson. When the night...
Was it not agony?
Oh, fuck, sir, it was shocking. I couldn't open my mouth.
How did you sing it?
I think I'm going to get here. And that's next song, folks, there's going to be...
Shawali Wally.
Just
a wedding song too.
You
did, like, that's dancing.
And the bride and groom were looking at me like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. I was mad to the walls. And I phoned the doctor that night and I says, look, I'm in really bad pain here. She says, how much paracetamol have you taken? I says, about 24. She's like, and how long? And I was like, it's only been, a day or whatever. She's like, you need to stop, you're going to overdose. So I went to the doctor's room that night in St. John's or something, I can't remember what it was. And I walked on, and the A&E wasn't even that bad, but they took me on and they basically gave me whatever I needed, antibiotics, whatever it was. I thought it was a tooth problem. Booked me in for the dentist the next morning. I remember waking up and my mum was shitting herself. She thought I was getting sepsis because this thing was just growing and growing. And I said, hopefully I get this sorted today. And I walked under the dentist and I was thinking, they're going to sort me right out. This is going to be great. We're going to have to check if your jaw's broke. And I started panicking. No. And see, at the time, I was thinking my dad was going to go fucking mental because one thing, he wasn't going to be happy with your man not done what he done.
Yeah.
And my dad would take a boy, right, let's get this fucking sorted. I knew that was coming, and then I knew I'm going to have to deal with the fucking shite. So went on, did the test, my jaw, your jaw's broke. I cried my eyes out. I said, oh fuck, what? No, how bad? And it was scary because that's the first time that something like that's ever happened to me. It scared me that much. Then at the hospital, and I remember going on. I went on at 12:30ish. Operated on 3:30, and I was out the next day. But they looked after me, fucking.
Were you wired up, but you couldn't?
The 2 plates in my jaw. So, hey, I'll show you a picture. Do you want to see a picture?
Definitely.
Where do you see this? This here is fucking. I swear to God, when I say it, I'm like the Elephant Man.
I've had a few faces like that myself at times.
No, you have nothing like this, sir. Let me tell you.
I look like Popeye. I was sitting out there.
Can't believe you still went to the game.
What?
No, the night you got stabbed, you drove the ambulance.
Aye.
No, that's when the morphine kicked on.
I was going to say, you're still smiling.
I kept saying, come on here and fucking sort me out.
I have an overbite because of my jaw.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ. So,
what age are you?
That's me at... that's still me at 29.
Send me a picture, we can put a wee...
I will do. 100%.
Clip up to get the face. But no, so, this was when you were sitting in the next day, jaw wired up, thinking what?
Was this the height of your drinking?
I can't say it was the height of me drinking. It was one of my worst moments. I was definitely, for example, I told my wife I didn't want to be with her anymore. Told her I wanted her out of the house. I was wandering at everybody else. It was starting to really ruin my life. And the thing was, like, you can sit and say, see that person that I was, it's still on here. There's no doubt about it. But it's about controlling it. And I could never control myself because I was drinking all the time.
It's the influence that brings out that person. Under the influence, sorry.
When you're drinking, it'll bring out that person. But when you start taking drugs, you start believing that person can fucking do whatever he wants. And there's no repercussions. You can just... And then see you start coming off it. Like, I was coming home lying in my dad's spare room, and the sweats was coming out of me. And I was thinking, that's just me coming off the drugs from the paracetamol. Was it fuck? See, whenever that started happening, I started really coming around to myself thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, what am I doing in my life? And then you only start really learning who you are. Like, I'm only 19 months sober, and I'm still learning, figuring out who I am.
I have family members that are year 1, year 2 and year 4. Big difference in their lives, like, and they're starting to realise now how fucking important life is and how real it is. Real life, because it was just under a fuzz of booze.
Because your brother was fucking gone.
I had a brother that was more or less
a
zombie for like 10 years. Now he's fucking up digging my garden and fucking back.
I seen a boy. I was out gigging one night, and I actually went to work. It was Kevin Pike, who owns Pike and Palms. I went to work with him, and it lasted 2 weeks. I got signed to Warner Bros, and then I decided I wanted to go and work on Pike and Palms. I was driving in, fucked every day. He'd come in one day and be like, "What the fuck's the smell of drinking here?" I'd be in the fucking back, fucking throwing fucking my hand in the fryer and all.
Finger tackles.
So that's 19 months ago.
But he seen me at a gig, and he just goes to me, "Fucking hell, the life in your eyes." And I'm hearing that from him because he's seen me at really bad stage. He says, you look alive, man. And you're like, fucking hell. But the only thing that's fucking me up is the eating. But I'd rather be eating than not drinking. But see, whenever I got sober, I got into the best shape I was ever on. I mean, phenomenal shape. And now it's sort of gone again, but I'll get it back.
Have you not?
Eating puts me in the worst form.
I'm not, but no one clothes don't fit you the same way. And you're looking at pictures and you're going, your face a wee bit pudgy.
Do you know when you put a t-shirt on, you take it off as quick as you put it on?
Sometimes I'm putting on t-shirts.
You just feel it tighten up. You're like, fuck you.
That. Jeans, I'm putting on jeans and I'm going, fuck. Just nah. But hey, look, we'll get there. As long as I'm not drinking, I'm happy.
That's the important thing because it means you have control.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? And eating's it's like everything. Some people love the riding, some people love the drinking. Some people.
But I see when I binge eat,
some people do the hip riding, eating, drinking.
Well, for example, I didn't have a good start to the day. Well, I got up and tried to have good, and then something happened. I went on and for some reason, right, since my granny passed, I wanted to do things that I did when I was younger. So I went and bought Rocky's biscuits and wagon wheels. I had to fold 2 packets a day, just lay on the sofa.
No bother.
You know, but that had to get me through what I was going through. Oh Jesus!
And a meat tooth.
Well, more sweet tooth than a meat tooth.
I'm the same, and see that's what I say. I went to Turkey, went from 23 stone down to 15, and then I was able to go back up to 19 stone with just sweets because I can't eat big lumps. Like, see that burger you ate? It would take me a full day to eat.
Seriously,
right? But I could eat fucking 10 bags of crisps and 2 bags.
What do you hear this? See, for my birthday, my wife always buys me sweets because I like jelly babies and midget jams and fuzzy things and a Toblerone. And I was like, in my head, I said I have to get these out of my house or I'll eat them.
Yes.
So I ate them to get rid of them before I ate them.
And then you went and bought more.
So I just fucking binged them.
Smelly farts and big poos.
Threw out some of the wings, but with just one night, she says to me, "You fucking finished off all that." I was like, "But that's gone now."
On a side note,
still ate it.
On a side note, the wife's got new cushions for the sofa, and I'm not allowed to sit on them. What are you doing?
Get away from them.
Fucking me back down, lying straight on
the floor, just.
There now, they're meant to stay puffy. What are you doing, leaning on them? A fucking cushion.
What are you doing now?
About 15-10.
Brilliant,
so I'm trying to get to 15. It's just not getting lower. I'm 2 pounds later than Mickey Bartlett, so.
Say fuck.
No, I haven't noticed. See, right?
I was thinking gardens and fucking buds and shit.
See if I get on the bike and do an ice bath every day, I'll lose weight.
I moved 7 ton of topsoil in the weekend there, and I wasn't even sore.
Long ticket?
5 hours.
Not an hour then.
Who said the hour? Orla. The wife looked out and said, "She'll do that in an hour." And walked off. I'm just. She said, "You look like you enjoyed yourself doing it." No, and I was. Terry landed. He thought I was going to be in bad form. I was in bad form with her, not him. You know what I mean? Because she's like, "Oh, sure, there's nothing to it, no." I said, "Do you want to dig a fucking one barrel? Go on, wheelbarrow." She wouldn't do it.
Have you ever done an ice bath?
I would do the cold ups.
Cold ups are great.
No,
I say ice baths, but they're cold.
We did that cryotherapy.
Cryo.
We get under the
cry. I was like dying to cry.
We get under the cryo bath.
It's cryo.
It's a cryo.
It is. And on the way in, there was a reel around it. His back touched the cold bar.
The fuck's that? It was just a reel. They held on the way in.
Them ones are fucking difficult.
Oh, they are. They're definitely.
They stay.
Every one out the front of the house, and it's great.
I was in Ross Island to see there over Christmas, but I actually think it does absolutely fuck all, right?
Really?
But I love. It's a real mental.
You have to be current. You know what I mean? You have to be.
See, as a current.
But see, maybe your mental state's in a
present. Sorry.
Maybe your mental state's in a good place already. You know what I mean?
It's a real. I like to really challenge myself and getting into a freezing cold sea at Christmas. I know I can do it. I come out and I can do that. I just fucking whip off the clothes and walk straight down on 10 minutes and straight back out again.
A cold shower is hateful for me.
See, the thing is, right? Seeing a day that you don't want to do it. Seeing a day like I was coming from gigs and I was jumping up 1 in the morning. No, when you're sitting, you're warm and toasting, you want to go to your bed. I was going fucking get on, and I would stood for 5 minutes. See if I got on for 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I was a 1 day. But seeing I was doing it, I did it every day for nearly 6 months, and that changed me. Hey, see my body shape. You want to see the difference? Like,
from going under the water.
So what happens is when you go under the water every day, it tightens you right up. It changes your body shape. I was watching a wrestler.
Something about the brown fat or something.
It burns brown fat. It does. I swear to God, it burns brown
fat.
No, but we have this one day. It was the other one. It wasn't the brown fat.
we were the wrong.
We were researching here.
Brown shade. Come on.
But I think that's more to do with That would give you a lot of mental resilience.
100%.
More than anything to
100%.
do with fitness or health or fucking brown fat. Mental resilience.
But I do notice when I jump on, my body will suck right on.
Aye.
See, in the mornings, if I get up and I'm feeling a wee bit around here, if I jump on, that just sucks me right on. But see, even for recovery.
Must take inflammation away and all that. Do you know what I mean?
See, whenever I eat gluten, I bloat. See, whenever I jump on that morning. And it's mad, see, whenever if I've had like a Joe's yesterday, see, when I jumped on the day, it was almost like a calming. Oh, thank fuck for that. Because it was calming the amount of fucking inflammation in my body.
So is that how you got Nick, or did you gym? Did you gym it as well? Did you go to the gym?
I was in the gym every day, I was training every day.
Why did you stop?
Well, I found out my mum had cancer, and it helped me, hey. You know, you think you're going to lose your ma.
It's probably the best time to go, isn't it? Whenever you're hit by fucking bad news, you're better just fucking, doing the ice bath.
For me, I didn't want to be around anybody.
Right.
It hurt me, you know what I mean? Because I thought I was going to lose my ma. Luckily, she's grand, and she's got the all clear, but she's still going through treatment. But when you hear it, you think, holy fuck, I'm going to lose my mum. And I just didn't want to be around anybody, so I stopped, and then I was eating. So
comfort
eating. Like, seeing ever my granny passed too. You know what I'm saying about eating the wee biscuits that I had when I was younger? You go back to just being a fucking wean. And you want to feel like, I don't know how, it's weird, but again, it's just all finding out who...
Before I went to Turkey,
I
used to copy his eating because I was looking at all the size of him. He was at the gym twice a day. It's like, we can eat that.
Do you go twice a day?
If I can,
what would you do, cardio and then about a...
if I can do cardio and then I'll do weights.
What would be your cardio?
I would do a bike erg for an hour or step machine, but I would do like an hour's CrossFit or an hour's high rocks, and then come back in and do
fitness guru. Jiu-jitsu as well.
That's
great, hey. Are you taking electrolytes?
Aye. Oh fuck, you couldn't do it on the bike without.
What are you taking?
The
IV ones, though.
What the fuck are you talking about? They give me some of them.
Fuck, they have a name.
Do they get
the wee dissolvable ones? You just...
Is it the high five ones?
I seen you at jogging.
No, it's the...
The ORS?
Aye.
They work for you,
Aye.
Which one? The purple one or the sports one?
The purple one.
The purple one. They are good. Like, I would use them, but I get a bad dry mouth. Do you ever get a dry mouth?
Aye.
That's happened to me.
Cock.
So... Hey, 2 seconds, we're getting somewhere here.
that does get the salt back in right now.
Go ahead.
No, so did you find them tablets helped that?
Aye.
How many would you take a day?
One just in the morning, but then I would drink loads of water, like. But then, do you know what? My skin dries out, like, see there, I'll break out into my hair, everything breaks out.
See, I'm using a Baraka, which I've found worked the last couple of days, but see there, right, I trained today in a sauna. But see, whenever I drink loads of water, I'll push it out. It'll come out, it's clear, but it's clear as day.
100%.
But that's not good.
No.
Is clear not good?
No, you're not.
Well, my peas are brilliant then because they're fucking yellow and they smell.
No, you're not. You're not supposed to go full clear.
If it's a wee bit of a green date or a wee bit of yellow
date,
sorry.
You got infections.
Lasers out of that penis.
A wee bit of yellow date. Well, it looks a wee bit greeny yellow. Do you know what I mean? Greeny yellow date. That means that you're passionate. But if it's
because you're getting rid of waste. Isn't it? Is that what that means?
Not even. It's your.
It's just going straight through.
When it's clear, that means it's diluting everything in you.
I can't get through a night before getting up the piss.
See, I get up early. Like, I'll be up tomorrow 5 o'clock, and I'll be drinking water from
I'm only in bed
5 to 9 o'clock, and see that period then after that.
How many hours or how many litres of water do you drink?
I would say I would have 3 litres before fucking 9 o'clock.
What? Maybe you're drinking too much water, you know.
Oh, 100%. It's a habit thing. I have a habit of just...
You would have 3 litres in you before 9 a.m. I'm not even out of bed yet.
See if you're dry too, try more. Get the IV hydration. They're in Boots. They're more expensive, but they're really, really good. Like,
let's try that, hey, because it's like I'm coaching at 6 o'clock and I'll drink a litre through that class, and then I'm coaching at 7 o'clock and I'll drink a litre, and I'll go back to the house and I'll drink some coffee, and I'll think, fuck, I've drank too much coffee, so I'll drink a litre of water as well to wash away the coffee.
I don't see that. I think you're lying.
And would you ever feel tired when you wake up, like I say, a wee bit fucking lethargic?
Knackered.
Yes.
See, that's another problem I'm having. I wake up and I'm like, I can't bear to get out of bed.
I've started taking magnesium, and I think it's put me into it's too deep a sleep. I'm having nightmares and dreaming and waking up sweating.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, it's actually the hydration. See, the last 2 nights that I've done that Baraka and the hydration tablets in the morning, I've been sleeping sweet. But I'm only sort of getting back.
Maybe I need to lie off the water. No, I have drink water.
I
have drunk a load of water before I get to work. By the time I get to work, I've... And maybe a litre of coffee.
Try the fucking Baraka and the hydration.
Litre of coffee?
Do you drink Baraka now?
No.
Then we tablets?
So I never did, but no, I noticed. See, whenever you drink a Baraka and your pee goes that bright orange, that's obviously going on somewhere to help with everything on.
Orange pee? Green pea and orange pea,
if it's too clear, it's not goofy. So maybe it's balanced on it. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Maybe it's a Protestant thing.
I'll let you know anyway. It's a Protestant.
Welcome to the science podcast.
Oh, piss green. Guess who started training for his wedding? Wee Marky Mark. Seen him out with the plum soles running.
No way.
Yes, he's out fucking jogging away and all.
Pre-mark black ones.
How long's it now to the wedding?
3 months.
You'll be well.
Who's singing it?
One of my mates.
Is he?
Who is it? Who is it?
Is DK rapping at it?
Do you need a comedian?
Oh, he is already. Who's saying?
John Nelson.
John Nelson. I don't know. Is he from Strabane?
DK might do a few raps.
Probably.
Presents.
There's plenty of mates you have that are.
Pulling them off the stage, probably.
There's loads. I love them ones when there's about 6 or 7 musicians in the
Magicians. Fucking get this character.
See, the last time I was at a wedding or one of the weddings, I was like, I was full and I got a suit, but the suit had a fucking one of them stopwatch, the clocks with the chain. Some fucking couple of vodkas in me, and then the hypnotist came on. I'm watching the hypnotist, and then I started running around and hypnotising people with the clock.
That's what's coming to you, Mark.
And he went mad. The hypnotist
See, when
didn't
you
like
said when I invite Ron and Boyle now, what did Dawson say?
She told him to invite them. You talking about?
I would say they had a whole row.
Fuck's sake! I don't want to come.
There is always one of them. You're inviting. You're fucking inviting such and such if I'm. Here's me dad. After all, what time are we on?
We're on an hour. Hey?
Jesus.
Just before we go, Jordan, where's your music at now? Then,
so where can you listen to it, or where am I at? With
no, like where are you at with it? Like,
so I got obviously getting sober. I never really done anything when I was drinking because I got to try and do bits and bobs when something wouldn't work. Was never consistent with it. So released a song last August. And ever since then, I started releasing no original music. But what I realised then quickly, but surely was people didn't want to really hear the original music unless they were so on it. So at the start of the year, or maybe about start of January, end of January, started doing TikTok. And then I released a song there last Wednesday. It's doing very well.
Let's hear it. Give us that guitar.
No, it's not that song I play. I'm going to play a song I've written, right?
I want to hear it.
It's called The Town. And it's a song I haven't released, but it's going to be coming out soon.
Couple of questions.
You did one for us, not for us, for Strabane Mental Health. Remember, that was a cracker too.
It was I'll See You Again.
Aye, class.
A couple of questions before we go.
Right.
We sing a song. If you could go back, would you do it again?
Oh fuck, aye.
Aye.
Oh aye.
100%.
Wouldn't change anything.
The what?
It wouldn't be on our podcast if we had. You know what I mean?
Aye, well, is this the pinnacle here?
I wouldn't.
This is pinnacle, anybody's.
Would I go back and try it all again? Aye. And the thing is, I wouldn't want to say I'd go back and change anything because it would just, I wouldn't put me where I am now.
That's what happens. I think it's people come through that shit. How do life?
They do, and I think
we have to learn because, like, say, if I was to make it now, I would have all the mistakes made and fuck it up again. Whereas now I've sort of made them all. Like I got signed to Warner Bros. 2017. That taught me a lot about the business. And one of the guys was actually writing songs. I was writing my Code Line and all these big bands. One of the guys was writing me. He's one of the biggest songwriters in the world now. And they're sort of looking, going, "Fuck, look where he's going." And it's just consistency.
So what? I think there's a bit of luck as well because there's so many talented people.
It's luck, but see, I think you create your own luck. Like, whenever I got on Britain's Got Talent, like I never thought it was going to happen, and that happened. And then afterwards, I thought I'll never get anywhere again. Then I got signed, and then now TikTok's starting to go again. So if you work hard at your talent, and the thing is, I was never a good singer when I was 16, 17. I really practiced and worked at it. Like out gigging in bars, you were practicing every day. You were getting better. Your voice is like a fucking muscle. See if you fucking train it and get it stronger.
So what do you hope for the future then? What's the goal?
The goal is just like. It's interesting about TikTok Creator Fund. I don't care about making money off TikTok. What I want is people to listen to my music.
Yeah.
I want people to go, "Fuck, that's your man there. He's a great songwriter, and he's a good father." Instead of, "That's your man there. Was he on fucking The Voice or fucking?"
I remember partying that cunt there.
He fucking snuffed the line off my head.
Do you know what?
Do you want to be? But that what you're saying, you want to do that as a living? Do you know this is what
I still am doing it as a living. Don't get me wrong, I'm not making a fortune at the minute. When I stopped gigging, it was a big step back, and I've took a massive pay cut, but I'm a lot happier.
Aye.
But you can't fucking live on your dream for forever. But it's moving in the right direction, and I think if CV wants something that bad, it's going to work. And the other thing too is I want to create. I want to do something for Derry. I want it for sobriety, because there's so many people that need help, and I want to be able to use what I have for something better. Do you know what I mean? It's not all about me. Like.
Yeah. We were driving up from Belfast today, and there was 4 of us in the car, and I was saying we had you on the night, and I said, let's put on some Jordan O'Keefe songs. Got the Spotify up, we put on one of your songs, and I would say within 30 seconds, Kev says to me, turn around and says to me, I've got the chorus nailed, don't I? Very catchy, perfect for me.
That's a good sign now.
Very catchy, good song. You've one of the lines in it that says, you're common as muck, you're perfect as... Is that like a... Do Derry women take well to that? Because that was Derry. I was like, so you're a fucking slag. You're perfect for me.
No, it's not even. It's more of like just you're
down to earth.
You're down to earth. That's the way it was. But
you're a dopey bastard. But you're perfect.
It was a friend of mine, Wes.
I don't care. You're fat and ugly.
He had actually said to me, "Common as muck will be a good one on there." I put it in the song. So
very catchy.
He actually never got a credit.
Common as muck's
the song never done well.
I actually do think you're a brilliant singer.
Well, this song here is called "The Town," and it's about going away from your home and then coming back and. Sort of, just everything sort of being the same. But
right, up and I gotta go. Maybe I always say
that. Back in the old hometown, it feels the same yet strange. That corner shop still selling cheap cigarettes, but the price ain't the same. And old man Marshall keeping his watch on the street. Move along now, boys, unless you're buying something off of me. There's a jar full of lemon drops on the rack beside the door. Brings back those feelings I haven't felt since I left in 04. And he has a daughter, her name is Kathleen. She could light up a dance floor, man. She was the dancing queen. But I could never talk to her. She was well out of my league. Hadn't thought much about her till we spoke last week. You can't leave this place. Chase your dreams afire, but the roots remain no matter where you are. The streets are faces, the stories we hold. I wonder will never grow. The small towns in my blood, it's plain to see. You can take the man out of here, but not the town out of me. Ooh. But some memories remain. The grass pitch we once played, I remember it like yesterday. And I met Kathleen on this late afternoon, talking over the breeze of the sea. For a moment I felt truly free. The old bridge, well, we carved our names on that day. We swore we'd never change, but life's a different game. We thought we lived forever this way. All friends, scattered like whispers in the wind. Some too far gone, some we'll never see again. But they live on inside of us every now and then. You can't leave this place. Chase your dreams of fire, but the roots remain no matter where you are. The streets, the faces, the stories we hold, and out of wonder they'll never grow old. The small towns of my blood, it's plain to see. You can take the man out of here, but not the town out of me. You can leave this place, chase your dreams afar, but the roots remain no matter where you are. The streets, the faces, the stories we hold, in the heart of a wonder they'll never grow old. The small towns of my blood, it's plain to see. The man out of here, but not the town out of me.
Unbelievable, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan O'Keefe. Do you know what? Brilliant interview, man. We enjoyed every bit. And you're heart in the sleeve kind of guy, which we like. You know what I mean? And you're open, and hope everything goes well for you, man.
Jordan, not only an amazing singer, I could absolutely listen to you talk all day. Listen to them stories all day. And I do actually believe you're a genuinely nice person.
Thank you very much, man.
Your honesty. Is there anywhere you want to tell people where to get you on?
I am on TikTok, Jordan O'Keefe, Instagram, Jordan O'Keefe. All mine's all Jordan O'Keefe. So get me on there. I'm on Spotify as well if you want to go and check out my songs. And that'll be out soon, hopefully later on in the year.
That's a cracker.
That's brilliant.
It's a lovely wee song. It just brings you. It makes you feel like you're at home. Do you know what I mean?
That'd be one when if you're living somewhere else.
It's about Strabane, isn't it?
Man, thanks for coming and welcome back anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Up a fucking hoods.